believe Buffalo is going to win it, folks.
Kick your heels up and down.
We've seen why the Buffalo Bills are in here to play.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl.
Now, baby. Come on, come on.
No one circles the wagon
Like the Buffalo Bills.
All right, we are live, and we are back. Welcome to another episode of the Overdue Bills podcast. We're definitely excited today, man. A little bit of fireworks, happened at the trade deadline that we're going to talk about. Some things that we definitely have to discuss as Bills fans. Some things I think we need to keep this internal. This is an internal conversation. It's not necessarily for the world. But some real conversations need to be had. But I'm excited. I got the guys with me. Your guy, our guy, Matt, a.k.a. Matty Ice. Matt, what's up?
Nothing much, man. Just, coming off of another big Bills win. Had a good time out. My boy Preach was up at the tailgate with us. It was just a good game to be at, man. Perfect weather. Happy to be back talking about it.
Definitely. I definitely got burned. Pause, not like burn as in like a medical term, but actual like literally burnt by. They had the fire in the can. I don't know what I was talking to Matt, and I'm thinking like, something is burning my leg, and it's the fire. The fire is actually burning my leg. Like I got 50-degree burns like right now. It's crazy. But anyways, you see him, our guy, your guy, Mike, aka Editor-in-Chief Mike D. Mike, what's up, man?
What's going on, Priest? What's up, Matt? Man, how y'all boys doing? I know I'm feeling good myself. What Rag usually say? No, we're the best team in football, man. Going 16-1. I my prediction said, and we on track, man. I'm feeling good.
Absolutely. Shout out to our guy Rag. He's in the background right now. He's under the weather. He may have H1N1. I don't know. It's one of those, but H2
definitely got the suds.
Yeah. It's crazy. So shout out to all the labs in China.
Feel better, Rad.
Yeah, definitely feel better, Rad. Definitely feel better. But with that being said, we got to get into the show. But before we do that, Matt, please let the people know who's responsible for the show today.
Yes, sir. This episode and every other episode is brought to you by the good people at Buffalo Wing Kings. There's two things the guys over here at the Overdue Bills podcast know. That's Bills football, and that's wings. Our first choice and the best choice is Buffalo Wing Kings. It's football season, it's basketball season, hockey season. Any opportunity you guys got, you just want to hang out, eat some wings, definitely give our guys over at Buffalo Wing Kings a call. Hit them up at 716-248-1427 or give them a call, or stop down and see them at 484 Elmwood Avenue and find out why they say, and we know they got the best wings in town, hands down. And make sure you mention our name, the Overdue Bills podcast. Get 10% off your order.
Absolutely. Shout out to Buffalo Wing Kings. You know the vibes. Let's do it correctly. A little bit of housekeeping. Shout out to OverdueBillsPod.com. OverdueBillsPod.com. You know the vibe. You see the Overdue Bills merch. We was definitely at the game. I saw a couple Overdue Bills shirts, couple Overdue Bills hoodies. Listen, it's getting out there. Please go to the website right now. Go right now. Get your merch. It's getting ready for hoodie season. Go get that right now. And also shout out to Buffalo Fan Base. You see it presented by 26 Shirts. Please go to Buffalo Fan Base, Twitter, Instagram, the website. You can go see more about 26 Shirts. We appreciate them in the collab effort that we've done this season. And I believe it's time for everybody to like, share, rate, and review. Do that right now. Like, share, rate, and review. Please get it out there so everybody can see. Hit that algorithm. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibes. Elon Musk, he's taking over Twitter. We're trying to get into the bag too. We got $20. we got $20 for the check. But anyways, quick question of the day. I told boys I'm coming in hot.
Ooh.
Quick question of the day. Listen, I gotta be honest, and I talked to Mama Coaster, and I told her I'm be nice, but I gotta talk about Gabe Davis, and here's how I want to frame it. Trade deadline just happened. We did not get a receiver, but I want to ask Mike and I want to ask Matt. Gabe Davis or a healthy Odell Beckham? I want to hear your thoughts right now.
Oh, so you telling me I'm getting Odell? That was Odell from the Rams.
I'm getting Odell that we see in the first half of the Super Bowl. Yes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess for me that's not really a debate. Odell was a top guy in the league, and Gabe is a very. I mean, I think for me, I've been on record saying this that I think we was a little too far calling him a 1B, but he's a great tool. But sometimes when the other team's best cornerback get on you, right, it's gonna be a tough day for you. But you see what Diggs is, 6'4", 108, tutty, right, and everything was fine. But yeah, if I can get a healthy Odell, yeah, sign me up for that right now.
Matt, how do you feel? You're a Gabe Davis fan. You're a Gabe Davis truther. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, I think with, are we talking? I guess no. At the end of the day, paired with Diggs, I'm like I'll still go Gabe. I'll still go Gabe right now because he's not gonna see the, like you're saying, okay, the best corner is checking, you're gonna have a tough day. He's never gonna see the best corner. So he's still gonna be able to do, what he does now, which is catch bombs, make big chunk plays, and then he's very reliable for Josh. So I'm gonna go with Gabe for sure right now.
I'm asking this question. I'm interested for everybody in the comments. Let me know, Gabe or Odell Beckham. I want to know. And the reason why I'm asking, and I'm not trying to be prisoner of the moment, but Gabe Davis, and we're going to talk about last game after a few, topics. He was dropping some passes, man. Like, I mean, I don't want to call him feast or famine, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it seems like if it's not the long ball, it is his middle game is the middle of the field, across the fence. It's just non-existent. It hasn't really been there. So I just want to know, right? Because we love our players as Bills fans, but I'm interested to see, like, should we really make an effort and get Odell Beckham, Mike?
Oh, well, yeah, for sure. It's rumors out there that's already locked in a bag, and we just waiting for some date to clear or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't feel comfortable with McKenzie being our number 3 receiver, right? I think we forget that Cole Beasley had a big game in that playoff game against KC, right? It was him and Gabe, right? It was nothing from Diggs. It was Gabe, it was Cole Beasley underneath and Gabe Long. Pause. So our third receiver is a very important position. We throw the ball 50 times, right? We're not throwing it to knock. Number 3 receiver who can have a day. And right now, McKenzie might get a jet sweep and get a tutty, but I'm going to see him going for 10 for 150 more than once a year. So I think we definitely need Odell at number 3.
We're going to talk about that. I definitely got a topic about that later. But with that being said, let's get into it, man. Let's go to our Bills on the Move segment. Obviously, trade deadline happened, and the Bills were active. We were active. Throughout the whole week, we've been seeing the Bills linked to a plethora of players. But it's been a lot of conversation in the group chat about what we did. So let's get right into it. We acquire Nyheim Hines from the Indianapolis Colts, third down back, pass catcher, punt, kick returner, extraordinaire. Tre'Davious White off the pup list, which is a good sign. Shout out to T. White. Dean Marlowe, we acquired him for a 7th-round pick from Atlanta. He's back home. I'm coming home. We gave away Zach Moss, which is what we've been saying. We gave away Zach Moss. Unfortunately, Isaiah Hodgins got released and Brandon Bryant got released. But I want to go to Mike. He had a lot to say in the group chat. Mike, give me your thoughts on the acquisition of Nyheim Hines. And everybody in the comments, I want to hear what you have to say. Is this a situation where we're punting on James Cook? Is that or is it an insurance policy? How do you feel about this move?
I think it has grown on me. So I don't think that we are punting on James Cook. I don't think James Cook has much of a role this year anyways. I think we want to keep him at the 15 snaps a game, right? You get in there, he can make plays and come out. But I think it is Singletary backfield. So I think Naheem Hines, for me, I think his role is going to be a mix of a little James Cook and maybe even a little mix of McKenzie and or Crowder because he's gone. I think we may see Naheem Hines in the slot a lot, and I think we talked about trust. I think we're gonna put him back a punt returner too and get Shakir out of there.
Yeah.
So I think Naheem Hines will come in. I don't think he's gonna have a big role, but I think he's gonna be very versatile. See him in the backfield, see him in the slot, and he's gonna return punts. So it grew on me a lot because Zach Moss was doing nothing anyways, besides getting Gatorade.
Yeah, not playing. Matt, how do you feel about the move? Do you like the move? Do you like the position of Naheem Hines?
I'm not against it. I mean it's not I'm really indifferent towards it because it's not a move like you said, it's a Singletary backfield, and I don't think he's gonna get any more of a percentage than James Cook is gonna get or even
know about that.
Or even I think even in the return game too. I don't think right now he's better than a McKenzie in the return game. I know you would say you don't really trust the rookie too much, but I still think Isaiah McKenzie's a really good returner. But I do think that he will have some appearances in the slot, like Mike said, because we saw that in Indianapolis too, where he was able to kind of spread it out and be a reliable pass catcher. So I can see that for sure in our offense.
For me, with the whole Naheem Hines signing, I'll say this, or a trade rather. Like when you look at teams who win Super Bowls, right? Teams who win Super Bowls are not built on rookies. That's just the facts. Like they're not. Generally, you go after a savvy vet. You know what I'm saying? And like in that mid-season, you go after a savvy vet to get you over the hump, somebody you trust. I think Naheem Hines is that person. I think honestly, we're going to use him more than people think. I like Devin Singletary. He was getting 9 yards a pop. I mean, last game, it's like he's not terrible. He's not a bad running back by any stretch of the imagination. But I just think that Naheem Hines adds a different element to our team. We can trust him. He doesn't fumble the ball. He is going to return kicks because he doesn't fumble the ball. He's not going to do nothing stupid. He's not going to take the ball out the end zone when he doesn't need to. He's going to just kneel, right? Like he's going to fair catch it when he needs to fair catch it. He's going to catch it when he needs to, like he's going to do all the things that we need him to do. And I think it's very, very, very important for us to see that. Shout out to James Cook. I don't think we're punting on James Cook. He's a rookie. He has promise. He can play football. We're trying to win a Super Bowl, everybody. You do not win Super Bowls with rookie running backs. It just doesn't happen that way unless you're an out-of-worldly running back. And if that's the case, you're on a bad team anyway to begin with.
But did the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl with CEH his rookie year?
CEH never played football though. And they went and got Le'Veon Bell. It was getting everybody. It was trying to get everybody. Like they didn't trust him. He couldn't score in the red zone. They got Le'Veon Bell, y'all. Like it's insane. They got LeSean McCoy. Like you do not allow rookies to play. You just don't. It's just not even a thing unless you're otherworldly. It's just something that you shouldn't do. How do you feel about the James Cook piece, Matt? Because a lot of people have been talking about that. How do you feel about that? Because James Cook has been playing well. He had a decent game. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it's just I feel like he's just gonna it's the role is not gonna change for him. I don't think that Hines is gonna come in and steal anything away from him. I think he's gonna get his couple carries a game, maybe a pass out the backfield, and that's kind of James Cook's role right now. Make a play if you can, and if not, we're not gonna be mad at you. You're gonna be here at the end of the day.
So let me
you're in your probation period right now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And shout out to James Cook, friend of the show. Shout out to James Cook. So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask everybody in the comments too, because we saw a lot of moves and we're going to talk about them in a minute. And what I want to talk about is, do we agree or disagree with what Bean either did or didn't do? Right? We're trying to win a Super Bowl, right? And to be honest, we've been talking about it on this show in particular, that Bean needs to shake it up. We don't care about draft picks, right? We're trying to win a Super Bowl by any means necessary. So I want to go to Matt first. Matt, do you think that Bean, did he not do something that you wanted him to do? Is it something in that? How do you feel about that?
No, because he made the move in getting a Dean Marlowe, which is a depth player that he's been here before. He knows the system. He's played with all these guys before, so I think he's going to come in and not miss a beat, because he was productive when he was here, which led to him getting a pretty big contract in Detroit when he left us, right?
Mhm.
So I think I like that a lot, because Poyer's been hurt, been banged up. We obviously don't have Micah for the year. Jaquan Johnson is who shows flashes of who he is here and there. We're not getting a
They say
consistent
he's
Jaquan Johnson.
Dante Whitner in 2020.
We're not getting a consistent one out of him. And then Hamlin, he's coming in. He is who he is. So
No,
I like
him.
I like the added depth for sure at the safety position. The one move that I was looking at that happened early was the trade for Roquan Smith.
Talk about it.
That's the kind of trade is like, damn, were we not in the conversation for that with Edmonds?
Talk about it though. Talk about it.
You know what I mean? Giving up that, I think they gave up a fifth rounder or something like that.
They gave a second
rounder and a fifth rounder. That's that's fair.
That's
for an all pro though. He's a young all pro.
He's 24 years old.
Yeah, he's a very young. Just like Tremaine's not an all pro yet.
He's better than him. Roquan Smith is better than Tremaine Edmonds. That's a fact.
As a middle linebacker, I would probably say that, yeah. But at the athletic upside, I think Tremaine's got him a little bit. Just the sideline to sideline, but definitely Roquan Smith is a general out there. So just to think about that, like, damn, were we in the talks for that? Which I don't know if we were or not. But that's the only thing that I had like a little thought about. But everything else I'm okay with, because I wasn't trying to be overly active in the wide receiver game, and then we weren't gonna, if we didn't get a big name at the running back, we gave up what we gave up for Hines, right?
You didn't give him anything. Mike, what did you want somebody? Did you want being the splash? How do you feel about that?
It's hard for me to judge, because the more I hear us talk about it, even with Singletary, it's like, why is that Singletary backfield? I guess it is his backfield. But why? But why is it? Why is it his backfield?
Because he I mean, he's not. I think he's doing good this year. Like, I mean, what is he doing bad? He averaged 9 yards a pop, though, Mike.
No. And I'm okay with that. But I think it's, for me, even when Hines got traded, I was like, yo, Singletary is their guy. Like, he is their guy. He's not. I didn't think they were going to trade for McCaffrey because Singletary is their guy. Like, even when that rumor was going, the very next game, Josh came out there and talked about how great Singletary was and how great he is in the locker room and how he's one of the guys. And I think that was Josh saying, like, nah, get that McCaffrey stuff out of here. Like, no, we Gucci. Like, and so even with getting Dean Marlowe, getting one of the guys, it seemed like it was a little bit more emotion based. Like, hey, I don't want to mess up the room and any of the fellas, versus like, hey, how can I go win a Super Bowl? And if Bean took that into consideration, I'm okay with that, I guess. But you know me, I'm cutthroat. Like, how can I win? And if we didn't want to trade for Roquan because we didn't want to part ways with Tremaine, or we didn't want him to take a back seat, I have a problem with that.
Fundamentally, and this is to Mama Coaster too, fundamentally, this is my position. Like, unless your name is Stephon Diggs, who is him, affectionately known as, or Josh Allen, who's the best quarterback in the league, like, I generally do not care about you. Now, I will say this, like, with Bean, I do trust, but like, bro, I don't care about our first round, because it's a whatever. It's a mere bag of shells. If there was I don't know if Trey White is healthy. We haven't seen him.
You got activated off the pup today, man.
No, so, I know. What I'm saying is, I don't know if he can play football to the level of what we've seen him at. Like, I don't know that. Only they know that. They've been in the practices. My sources haven't necessarily told me yay or nay on that. Be on the lookout. I will get that information to you in a minute. But as far as like our safeties, it's a problem, y'all. Like, we gotta be honest. Like, I know we signed Marlowe. Shout out to him, but he was at Atlanta. Atlanta had the worst secondary in the league. Like, they were terrible. Like, they just got torched. And so my issue is, it's like, it's no disrespect to Hamlin, no disrespect to Jaquan Johnson. They have been doing all that they can do. Friend of the show. But we're trying to win a Super Bowl. Like, we're not trying to get to the conference. We're not trying to get to a divisional round. This is Super Bowl or bust. And while on one hand, I will say that we have a Super Bowl team. Like, if we don't win the Super Bowl with the team we have now, it's a failure of a season, period. No excuses. But at the same time, at the deadline, it seemed like everybody was making a move. People was giving it up. They was giving it up. Like, give it up, Bean. Like, get whoever you need to get. Whatever that player is, that great player, like Bradley Chubb. I don't care. Tell Russo, take a hike, my G. Like, oh, you see that seat over there? That's where you sit. I don't care.
I guess is
you get what I'm saying?
So
I'm just saying
we can't consider Von Miller that because we got him in the offseason.
Yeah, no. We talked about that. Von Miller is absolutely that. Shout out to Von Miller. That was a great signing. Kudos to Bean for doing that. What I'm saying
what about
is
Trey White?
That's my point. I reserve the right to say I don't know what Trey White looks like right now. I'm
not
sure.
No, what I'm saying is that maybe Bean looked at Trey White coming back as okay.
I agree.
Acquiring a top cornerback.
1,000%. I'm just saying. I'm of the ilk. Better safe than sorry. And yes, we are a Super Bowl team. If we do not win the Super Bowl, this is a failed year. Period. I'm just saying, let's kick the tires and do all we can do to do that. And the reason why I'm talking like this is because it seems like our counterpart in Miami, they are sparing no expense. They don't care. Like, they just saying whatever it takes. They're trying to do it. Matt, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I mean, it's not like they're not. It's not that they're sparing no expense. Granted, the Tyreek Hill signing was great, but they hit a home run with Jalen Waddle. Then in that trade is how they got Bradley Chubb, right? They got the extra number 1 pick, so that they're not sparing no expense. They are
number 1 pick. I mean,
yeah, but it's an extra number 1 pick.
Top liver.
I mean, they shipped Edmonds out of here and got Jeff Wilson.
Yeah,
too.
And that's hey, that is what it is. And no, I'm not disputing that they definitely got better at trade deadline day for sure. But to say that they're sparing no expense is just a little, I don't know. It's not. If it was free agency or something, I would say yeah, but they're not sparing no expense. They're making moves. Yeah,
Tyreek Hill the bag. Tyreek Hill is the best receiver in the league right now. That's just the facts. I'm just saying. I'm talking about numbers. I'm just talking about numbers. Everybody.
Yeah.
I do agree that Diggs is better. I'm just y'all.
So we got.
Don't argue number with me, right?
Yeah.
So Tyreek Hill, and they just got an elite pass rusher. Like, that's what, like, we did that. We got Von Miller. They got Bradley Chubb. Oh my God. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they giving it up. I'm just saying they're giving it up. So my question is, Mike, how do we feel about Miami? We lost to Miami, mind you. Granted, we did lose to Miami. I just want to be clear on that. So everybody in the comments, I want to hear what our thoughts on Miami. Mike, how do you feel about Miami?
Listen, when I was on my Instagram show on Sundays, make sure you're tapping with me. When we had the Miami guest on, I told him, like, yo, I'm kind of scared of Miami. That offense at that time, I was like, I don't know, but it looked like it's serious. And from all looks of it, that offense is serious. Tua is a point guard. He's Draymond Green. He got Steph and Clay out there at wide receivers and Hill and Waddle, and they splashing threes, essentially what they're doing. So that's super dangerous. Now you're telling me they already blitzed Josh like crazy. Now they got Bradley Chubb. Miami is a team where they can put up points with you, and sometimes it might come down to who has the ball last, right? Versus like a team with like Tennessee who runs it, right? They have to be a little bit more perfect. If they make some mistakes and they get behind, it's hard for Tannehill to catch up, right? It won't be if we up 14, right? Miami could be up 7 in the next 7 minutes. So, Miami is definitely formidable. Luckily, we have a 2-game lead on them. I don't think they'll be able to catch it. But watch out. I would not want to be Tennessee or the Baltimore playing Miami in the first week of the playoffs.
Matt, do you take them serious?
I take them serious, but at the end of the day, I mean, with everything that Mike just said, they blitzed us heavy. We played a bad game, and we still had over 400 yards of offense. We just didn't finish drives. That was the tail of the tape, right? So, and our defense didn't look bad. It's not like we gave up crazy, chunk plays, things like that. Besides that one bomb to Jalen Waddle, our defense kind of held them at bay, right?
All you need is one.
So, yep. No, they got the win. They got the win. I'm not disputing that at all. But I also don't think that our offense, we needed to really add anything to that in the trade deadline. I mean, and then also on the flip side of that too, with Trey getting activated, Xavier Rhodes also came off of
Right.
the injury list today too.
Right.
So granted,
Yeah,
he's got to get back in football shape, and I think maybe Bean had that in the back of his mind too. Like, hey, we got some veterans coming back. We'll give these guys some more weeks against a kind of a weaker schedule. Give them some more time, and then we could throw these guys in there when they're back in real good football shape and ready to roll. So we're ready to make a big championship run.
Interesting. I'm glad you said that about Xavier Rhodes, because I do want to shift, right? Because obviously we have the team we have. I think we're all happy with the team we have. We have a Super Bowl winning team, best quarterback in the league, so on and so forth. But at the same time, I think we have to talk about this Bills versus Packers game. I think it's important for us to talk about it. But I think we've seen some things, and the reason why I said that is because I don't know what we're going to do with Xavier Rhodes. I don't know if he has that speed anymore to be outside corner, but I do think that maybe we need to look at maybe we need to look at him as a safety or something like that. You know what I mean? See if he can help in that department, because we've seen cornerbacks move to safety in the latter part of their years and be effective. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people in the stands while we were at the game were screaming at Leslie Frazier to kind of change the scheme, because the Packers was running all over us. So I'm going to ask. Matt, I know. I'm just saying. So Matt, how do you feel about that? Right? Like, is it a situation where no harm, no foul, or is the fact that our run defense was non-existent? I think what's his name? Number 33. I can't think of his name now. I went blank. Not Dylan, but
Ron Neal.
Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones had like 150 yards. Like he kind of torched this. So Matt, how do you feel about that? Is the run defense an issue? Should we switch something up? Should we take out Teron Johnson and put in another linebacker?
Well, I mean, yeah, they definitely could have got out of the nickel a little sooner, but I mean, the Packers were in pass mode, from the jump. We were up 24-7 at half. They definitely Aaron Rod,
it wasn't in pass mode though. They didn't pass the ball.
But they didn't. But I'm just that was because of what was open, right? You allude to like. I'm going way back, like the Super Bowl one halftime when we had the K gun, right? And we started running. They were shutting the K gun down the whole time. Then we started running the ball. Thurman Thomas had like 200 yards, but we still lost. Because it's too late.
Well, we wasn't down 17 points.
No, that's
true.
That's very true. That's very true. But yeah, man, they could have switched it up a little early, but also the energy of that game, it was just like so nonchalant. Like I went to the game and I had to work Monday morning. And I'm like, we're gonna be up 3 touchdowns at half, and I'm probably gonna leave, which is terrible. But it's like it's kind of how they feel like that's like how a lot of people felt, because even the energy when we scored, it was weird because it's like we're used to this. Like the shout song wasn't as popping. And to me, that's how
I don't know.
I don't know. It was weird, man.
It was
really a weird game.
It's not breaking news.
Matt goes to obviously more games than I go to. I guess I'll say I will say this. I had a guy in front of me. I'm not sure if he was from Utah or not, but I will say he was just a little annoying. I don't know if anybody has ever sat and he was a DJ. So he's a DJ, right? So like crazy. Every time they play a song, he looks back at me and my girl like, do you know what song that is? Do you know? I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like but he knows the answer because he's a DJ. But anyways, I'll say this about the game. I feel the way Matt feels. Like every time I looked up, they were getting 50-yard runs, but they only had like 10 points. So it's just like it's like it was futile. Like everything that they did, it's like, what are y'all doing? Like this is like you're not gonna score. We're gonna stop y'all. Y'all look a mess. Y'all can't throw the ball. I just don't like them getting a whole bunch of runs. Like it just doesn't look right, right? Like you know what I mean? Like let's just kind of shore that up. I don't know what we need to do, but
listen. If teams look at that tape and want to try to run it on us, please, it's a reason why our team is set up to pass and stop the pass. Being able to stop the pass is way more important than be able to stop the run. So if teams want to say, "Oh, Aaron Jones got off," please hand it off 30 times, and we're going to boat race out the gym.
Yep, no, that's
just
a fact.
Like with the Packers.
And then you mentioned 2 people that are untradeable. We got a dude in Matt Milano who he's probably he should be an All-Pro this year.
They got him on. Peter King has him as a defensive player of the year.
And that's
one of the top 5.
Absolutely, and I'll follow up with that too. But I'm just saying we have been getting robbed in the past with those kind of accolades, but our team is in a different spotlight this year, so that could happen.
So I got it. It is amazing. I do have to ask this. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, Bills fans, but listen. I'm objective. I got to be honest. I did not like the sloppy play by Josh Allen. He was 13 to 25.
Yeah.
He just didn't have a good game. And I'm gonna just throw this out there. I don't know if everybody saw it like I seen it. I'm gonna ask everybody in the comments. Do y'all believe that Ken Dorsey and Josh Allen is in cahoots because they want Josh Allen to win the MVP? That's what it felt like to me. I'm gonna be honest. Devin Singletary was getting 9 yards of pop. We got into the red zone. He didn't get the ball. We never gave it to him. I didn't understand
never
that.
give it to him.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, when you have a team like the Packers are terrible against the run, that's a fact. They're like 32nd against the run. Like, just try it. Try one run. That's what I'm just saying. Try it. They gave a run to McKenzie. McKenzie scored. I'm just saying one, not two, not three, not four, just one. I'm just saying, give him a little toss or something. I think
we gave him one. He got stopped, and that was it.
I just didn't like the way Josh Allen. He was careless with the ball. I don't know. I don't know. Like, what do you see, Matt? What do you see?
Yeah, that was the alarming part to me. It was like stuff that at least I was praising him for early, like, taking care of the ball, not showing signs of old Josh. That was like coming out a little bit. Like he was trusting stuff a little too much, and then just waiting too long. It's like it's very uncharacteristic of how he's been playing at the end of last season and the beginning of this season. So that stuff, I kind of want to get that out the way, and that's why it was just like a weird game, man. It just felt like it was nonchalant, like they weren't even into it in the second half. They were like,
the Packers weren't into it.
There's nothing these boys can do with us. Like, I don't even want to put case in. Case in. I wish we were up 31-38-7 because I don't want to play anymore.
If somebody took the score off the screen, you would have thought the Packers was up.
Absolutely.
In that game.
Absolutely.
And that's my thing, Mike. Like, it's a Sunday night game. The ironic thing is the Josh Allen SmackDown game is what he needs to win the MVP. Like, if he's 28 for 34, 303, which he should have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the game that everybody's talking about. That's the game that we be like, oh my God, look, Aaron Rodgers passed the torch to Josh Allen and so on and so forth. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what him and Ken Dorsey was doing. It just seemed like the play calling was just a tad off. They was trying to force certain things, but water under the bridge. We won the game, but I gotta ask this. Because we talked about it earlier, and I need people in the comments to let me know. Do y'all think that Shakir should play more? Because for me, it's just like they take him out the game so fast, and he's electric. You know what I mean? Like, every time he's on the field, he's electric. It doesn't seem to me that he's missing blocks or anything. So I don't know what's going on. Mike, do you think Shakir should get a little bit more playing time, specifically on offense, and not just playing time, but targets? He got one target in the end zone, and I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
I would say, how many snaps did he play? Do we know?
I think he had I think it's like 19 snaps.
Like, he was out there for 19 plays. He didn't have any catches. He didn't do anything with the snap. So, kind of like what we heard about James Cook, you have to earn your time to play. So when we do come to you, you got the one pass, you got to catch it. I'm sorry, bro. It's tough. You're a rookie. McDermott does this with rookies. I'm not a fan of it. I think rookies, especially, play them while they're cheap. But McDermott, he like to take it slow with them. And if you make one mistake, he will know you in his doghouse. So I don't see it. Shakir to play more. McKenzie hasn't done much in that position. So why not play Shakir more? But McKenzie, a veteran, he's a guy, he earned it, blah, 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 all stuff I don't care about. But no, that's where we at.
It's funny because everybody in the comments, shout out to Eddie, shout out to my guy Moan. They saying that they want him to start. Matt, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't really care who plays more out of that group. I think we're gonna get some good production out of him and Isaiah. So I'm not more partial toward one than the other, because I do think they can both produce in different ways, and they kind of do a little bit of the same things. You can run jet sweeps with them. They both play in the slot pretty well. Shakir, I think, is a little bit more of a physical receiver. He high points the ball a little bit better. So that in that aspect, I like him a lot in that aspect. But I'm not like thinking he should play more than Isaiah with that. But like I said, though, it was a very nonchalant game. I was waiting for Josh to break out like an NFL street, like through the legs pass or something like that.
Well, Josh slid, so you knew he didn't care.
I actually like this. I actually like the slide. Like I was talking to somebody in the stands. He was like, "Thank God, Josh. Like we really, you just don't need to do that." But I will say with Isaiah McKenzie, I think that we were prisoner of the moment, and maybe the injury messed up McKenzie. I think that's it. He seemed like he regressed back to just a gadget player, right? It was like in the beginning of the preseason and all that. What we saw from McKenzie was a bona fide slot receiver, right? You know what I mean? Like legit. That's what we were all saying. Yeah, Kobe 2.0. But it seems like he regressed back to a gadget player. And for me, Shakir is like he's a legit receiver. You know what I mean? Like he got a knack for like. You know what I'm saying? I just see it. I'm able to see things in football players for whatever reason, but that's just me. I want to say this, and I want to talk about the Jets game. This is just me. I'm sorry, I'm a coaster. I gotta say it. Deion Dawkins. I don't know what's going on with you, bro. I listen.
Oh my God, where Mills at?
Every time I kind of key in on a line. I don't know if everybody else is seeing this. But it's like Deion Dawkins for me. I don't know if everybody else is seeing this, but Deion Dawkins for me is like Tremaine Edmonds when he's tackling. When Tremaine Edmonds tackles, shout out to our guy Mills. Mills seen it. Yeah, he always falls back. Y'all ever notice that when every time Tremaine Edmonds make a tackle, it never goes back. It never goes like for a loss. He's going backwards. Like he's always falling back. Shout out to Tremaine Edmonds, great player. That's just what it is. Deion Dawkins, I just don't understand it. It's a holding. It's like it's uncharacteristic. He's getting beat. I don't know what it is. Like, is it Matt? Are you seeing something? You were an aficionado on the line. You've been, you know what I'm saying? You understand. You was a Mitch Morris at Hutch Tech. Can you tell me, Matt, what's going on? Is he not moving his feet anymore?
I mean, I can't. I mean, in the run game, he plays pretty well, and I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at something different. I don't see him.
You don't see him falling back. Like he just be getting beat, bro. Every time it just seems like why is he getting beat?
In a pass blocking, you gotta kick step backwards, Sam. That's
okay. All right. Let me know.
You kick step backwards. You gotta. Well,
I mean, Josh.
Push the rushers out, right? You gotta let them boys box. You give them that. Okay. You want Josh to be able to step up in the pocket.
Let me know.
You know,
Josh's numbers are better under the rush, anyways. So if Dawkins gonna let him keep letting him in, because Josh, for some reason, Josh's numbers are better. You get Josh on the move, it's over.
I just want to see how many sacks and stuff he's given, because he's obviously a Pro Bowler, right? So, you know,
but Josh just stiff arm people and don't get sacked. So I mean, if Dawkins get beat, it doesn't matter.
What I'm saying is, it's just like, and that's right, Mike. And what I'm saying is just like. Dawkins, it's just a couple plays that was just very uncharacteristic of him. I'm just saying because I look at him as an elite tackle, right? Like that's who he is to me. Okay. He's an elite tackle. And I just want him to get to that elite status because Miami just got Bradley Chubb. Like people was tooling up, bro. Like they tooling up. We need you to be the elite player that we want you to be. So I mean, shout out to Deion Dawkins. I don't know if it's the Instagram live stuff. I'm not sure what's going on with him.
Well, McKenzie,
it's
Taiwan, the Taiwan was hurt.
We gotta start talking about it, bro. Like people they playing a lot, y'all. Y'all know I don't like when people play a lot like that. But all right, Mo, I'm gonna relax.
Burn the tape. The Packers, it was like a preseason game. Besides Diggs and Davis was fighting, them, but burn the tape. Nothing else matters.
All right, y'all. All right, I'm sorry.
So it was dope. It was dope to see Josh. Now, kind of like in basketball, right? Diggs like, nah. When Priest like, nah, I want 1-on-1. Give it to me, Mike. That's what Josh did. They said, I want the one-on-one, give it to me. So I think that's why Josh got caught up in some of the game within the game too and made some mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I just want Sean McDermott. Listen, if you want to go back to the old McDermott where you clean the house, by all means. Hey, I'm not mad at that. But
the best social media in the game.
You just got me intrigued here, so I just went down a little side note here with Deion Dawkins. So
talk about it, Matt.
So PFF, they have like a 78%. That's like their perfect pass block grading. This season so far, he's rated a 75 in pass block. He's only given up 1 sack. He's only had 5 penalties this season and 460 snaps. So that's not too bad. Okay,
listen. I don't know.
What do we play? 7 games, 5 penalties. You're not even getting a penalty a game. So I'm with that. Keep that trajectory going.
Okay, all right. Listen, I maybe I'm a perfectionist. Call it what it is. But I just call it spade a spade. I look at him like an elite player as he should be, right? I rest my case, y'all. I rest my case. But I will say, and we're gonna move on to this Jets game. Thank you, Rich. It is hard to believe. I agree. Thank you. I know I ain't going crazy, but we might have to talk about Ed Oliver in a couple shows. But I'm not gonna do that. Now. I want to ask Matt and Mike. Is 13 points too much? We play the Jets in Jersey. It's 13. We didn't cover the 10.5. I know for a fact Vegas called Josh Allen and they told Josh, do not get that half point. I'm telling you they did. It was weird. All we had to do was kick a field goal. The dude behind me was looking for the cover. He didn't get the cover. I said, Vegas called them, bro. You not getting it.
All Josh said. Josh
not getting it.
Under his head.
So, Matt, is the 13 too much for us?
I don't think it's too much. But now I will say, there is a lot of times where, interdivision underdogs at home when they're usually a lock, right? Gambling wise. I don't know how it doesn't really kind of matter who it is. I don't know how it goes, but I was there at the game a couple years ago when they were whooping our ass and they played that Renegade joint. Everybody was dancing. They showed the clip like 400 times of the Jets defense dancing.
Oh,
a lot of I'm sure that clip's going to come up a bunch of times too. So I feel like there's going to be nothing held back. They got their nonchalant game out the way. This is another division game. We got to dominate the division. I think that 13 points is fair for sure. Two touchdown win at least.
So, Mike, do you do the 13 is enough? And mind you, Sauce, shout out to Sauce Gardner. He already said he put in Stephon Diggs on shackles. He legit said, I like the energy. I ain't gonna hold you. I do like the energy.
He said that?
He said that he said this. He said, I'm gonna keep it a buck. He said that covering him, Stephon Diggs is him, it's kind of easy. He said that. He actually said that, quote unquote. I said, that's wild. How you feel about that, Mike? How you feel?
I think that Diggs, he makes up beef to the fact that if Sauce really did say that, it's really up. It's up. Okay, so all right, it's up. So that 14, Vegas gonna have a hard time because that 13.5 is not gonna be enough. Right? The 11 or 10.5 was always tough with Aaron Rodgers. You know what? Everybody said that you never see a quarterback like Rodgers, be that big of an underdog. And I think he showed it last night with that pass to Dobbs. That was a beautiful pass. And then the bomb to Torrey, right? We got a quarterback who can make throws like that, right? The spread can always, be busted. But Zach Wilson, he ain't making that and then not a pass to nobody, no time tomorrow or next week Sunday. So I think that 13 is fine. Go ahead if you want to push it to 18. I won't be mad at you. Bills by 21.
Whatever Steph Diggs yardage joint is this week, hammer that
for sure.
Like you said, we're gonna see a lot of clips.
He said. Sauce said, I think I can cover him easily in man coverage. He said easily. He giving it up.
He's going to get what he asked for.
He's giving it up.
No, that's what they're going to have to cover in man because you can't cover us in zone.
No, it's going to be just like the Titans game when Diggs got those little screens and ran for 8 yards and punched the Titans dude in the head.
Right there, bro.
It's all kind of concussing.
You see, he had the words with Jair Alexander. He's gonna make it happen.
I love Diggs. Diggs set the tone. He with it. He with it. And I hope we come in. I hope Ken Dorsey doesn't press the issue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't press it, but let the game come. And that's what they'll do. Let the game come to him. But I want us to kind of just jump on pause the Jets early and often. Let them boys know y'all trash. Settle down, grasshopper. You know what I mean? Like that type of we the big homie type of thing. But we'll see. I'm definitely anticipating the game. But Matt, surprisingly, man, I hear somebody won the contest. Mills is in the comments. Listen, it was some chicanery in the group chat, but I will not let it happen.
Yes.
I'm not going to let it happen. Mills owes somebody money. Mills said if somebody hit the score prediction right, Mills is going to give them some money, y'all. Matt, who is getting Mills money today?
Yes, sir. So somebody finally won Mills's money. This is the second time somebody predicted this score correctly. Shout out to Justin Alex on Facebook. We'll be getting you your $30 Wing Kings gift card, and we got a match gift card from Mills. He's gonna match that gift card, so you're gonna double up this week. So doubling up the wings on Mills.
Wings on Justin.
Or Justin, yeah. So yeah, man, we'll be getting you that gift card this week. So we're gonna do the same thing on Sunday. We're gonna do our score prediction contest. We're gonna have, we're gonna predict the score for the Bills against the Jets, and as a tiebreaker, I'm gonna mix it up this week, man. I'm gonna go with our guy Diggs because Sauce said it was gonna be one of those games. I'm gonna go with our guy Diggs. We're gonna predict his receiving yards and his catches, and along with the score prediction. So that contest is gonna close Sunday at about 12:30. So get them in and good luck.
Shout out to Wing Kings for sponsoring that. Mills, there go Mills right there in the comments. Send that bread. Listen, yes, listen. Alex, who won again? What was his name?
Justin Alex.
Justin Alex. Justin, if you want the bread, put the Cash App in the DM. Mills gonna hit you up. Listen, that's how. Listen, Mills said it. Mills, send that bread. But shout out.
Well, last year was he gonna pay somebody bill, right?
Yeah, that was it. You know, in fact, listen, if you got a bill, send that bill too. Don't let Mills fool you, man. Mills out in Timbuktu, New York. Listen, he got y'all mail hostage. He getting all the bread. Don't let him fool you, y'all. He got 10 businesses. Shout out to Bruce, but not broken.
Student loan reimbursements, Mills.
Yeah, all that. Unclaimed funds, all of that. Mills got it, y'all. But listen, shout out to Mike D. Listen, the Instagram show, be on the lookout. Follow us on Instagram, Overdue Bills Instagram. Follow us on that, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us all. Shout out to Buffalo fan base for the collab. Shout out to Millie. TikTok as well. Shout out to Rad. Listen, Rad's trying to get better, y'all. He got H1N2. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Tara. If you could diagnose, send some medicine, whatever you got to do. Let's just do something for Rad. But with that being said, overduebillspod.com. Matt, you got something to say?
Nope. Oh, well, I see some comments, so we got a long laundry list of things for the contest. It's just to kind of differentiate the tie. We got a tiebreaker and then a double tiebreaker, I guess I would say. Because we want to have a bunch of winners, but we got one winner every week. So we just do the score prediction, which people usually don't get, but when they do, Mills is going to double up again. I'm calling it out for Mills, but we do the catches and then the yardage also.
Shout out to Scammer Mills, they say that's his name. But y'all know how we end every show. Since this wasn't to Matt's liking at the game, apparently it was low energy. Let's see if we could get some high energy on that. Hey.
Only Buffalo is going to win it, folks.
Kick your heels up and shout.
Let's see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. Super Bowl. Yeah.
Now, baby, come on, come on.
No one
Come on.
circles the